Welcome to TCTV. I'm Amanda Bauer, and in world news, a 10,000-pound meteor struck the Earth on Friday in northern Russia. A total of 1,200 people were injured, and almost 4,000 buildings were damaged by the shockwave that was given off by the impact. It will be years before the estimated $33 million in damage will be restored. Scientists are working on finding more remains from the streaking beam of light that flew through the sky, with plans to test them and see if there is anything else that can be discovered from this phenomenon. In Papua New Guinea, police charged 2 people on Monday with homicide by burning a woman alive in front of an audience. The late Kapari Laniata was accused of witchcraft, and police officers failed to reach her due to the mass crowd. Murder is punishable by death in Papua New Guinea, even though no one has been charged with it since 1975. In the United States, Meloise Richardson of Cincinnati is being investigated for voting as many as 6 times during the last election. Richardson admitted to voting twice in the November election. When talking to Fox News, Richardson stated, I'll fight it for Mr. Obama and for Mr. Obama's right to sit as President of the United States. Richardson claims that she had not intended to commit any voter fraud. She just wanted her vote to count. Richardson voted on an absentee ballot for herself and her granddaughter, and then voted in person as well. There were also 3 other absentee ballots sent from Richardson's address for this election. All votes were counted. There are also 19 other cases of voting fraud being investigated at this time. While other school districts look to increase their security in the near future, Denver looks to limit theirs. Today, government officials representing Colorado hope to approve a plan that will ultimately reduce the power of police in the school systems. The government faces much criticism for those who claim this is a wrong move due to the most recent Colorado shooting at the Aurora movie theater last summer and the tragedy at Sandy Hook. The plan hopes to decrease the use of citations and arrests students face when against disciplinary action by the school. Instead, students will face suspensions or expulsions. Denver Superintendent Tom Boasberg said the move marks a step forward for the Denver school systems, which includes 84,000 students. The Democratic-controlled Colorado House of Representatives on Monday formally attacked a package of strict gun control measures. In a state hit by 2 of the most notorious mass shootings in United States history, the Aurora tragedy, 12 people were killed in a shooting at the Aurora movie theater last July. Besides the Aurora tragedy, 2 students at Columbine High School in Littleton shot and killed a teacher and 12 students before committing suicide in 1999. Dean Toda, a spokesman for the House Democrats, said all 4 bills, which had been passed by a voice vote on Friday, were approved by a final recorded vote after a 3rd reading on Monday, and the vote was along party lines, with no Republicans supporting the bills. Waking up and hearing that zombies are roaming around the earth is probably not the way you want to start off your morning. Well, in Montana, someone hacked the Montana Emergency Alert System, telling everyone that an outbreak of zombies had occurred. Some locals were startled by the news and contacted authorities to see if the news was real. It turned out to be a hoax, and security researchers warned that the emergency broadcast service is actually vulnerable to cyber attacks. The North Hills School District, located near Pittsburgh, passed a motion at a meeting Monday night, February 18th, to alter transportation and start and dismissal times for students in the district. The motion passed by a vote of 8-1 in favor of the changes. Starting the 2013-2014 school year, students at Westview and Highcliffe Elementary Schools will start school at 8:30 a.m. and will be dismissed at 3 p.m. At the high school, start time will be 7:20 a.m. and dismissal at 2 p.m. The district hopes to eliminate perhaps 6 to 10 buses, saving between an estimated $278,000 and $464,000 each year. Police are investigating a home invasion that happened early this morning in Castle Shannon that left the resident hospitalized with injuries to his head and neck. According to Allegheny County Police, at around 1 a.m., a man appeared at the apartment door brandishing a gun. After forcing the resident and 2 others onto the floor, he pistol-whipped the resident, demanding money. Allegheny County Police stated that the alleged robber knew the resident and that other locals need not be concerned. Now let's see what is happening in the world of entertainment. 37-year-old country music star Mindy McCready was found dead on the front porch of her Arkansas home from a self-inflicted gunshot wound, authorities said. McCready also had appeared to have shot and killed a dog that belonged to her late boyfriend, David Wilson, who was found a month earlier on the same porch, apparently from the same tragic fate. After Wilson's death, McCready took a turn for the worse. Her own father had even pushed for her to be committed to a mental institution before taking her own life. McCready leaves behind two sons, 6-year-old Xander and 10-month-old Zane, who are currently happy and cared for in foster homes. Safe Haven, starring Julianne Hough and Josh Duhamel, grossed a strong $21.4 million opening weekend. Let's take a look at the trailer.
You seen this woman?
I don't think so.
Stop the bus, Boston PD!
How you liking Southport?
It's definitely a change of pace.
From what?
Somewhere I don't really want to go back to.
It's usually just a pit stop for most people.
I like it here.
I'm Alex. Nice to meet you.
If I could, maybe I'd give you my world.
Did you leave this outside my house last night?
It was just sitting in my shed. I see you walking every day. It's perfect for you.
I appreciate it, but I can't take it.
All right.
Why won't you let him get to know you?
I've had things happen to me in the past.
Open up, everything's waiting for you.
Did you hear about his wife? She passed away a few years ago.
Okay, maybe I overreacted.
Would you like to go canoeing with me?
Canoeing? I like to go canoeing.
You can go your own way.
Does it get better?
Just focusing on the kids. And today, with you, this feels like the first time I've looked up.
I'm happy here with you.
Yeah?
Detective Tierney, do you know this woman?
Katie, he's here.
I've got to get out of here.
Just tell me the truth.
It's everything that I was afraid of. He's gonna find me.
If you're in some kind of trouble, we can fix this. Katie! I love you, but I can't let you go. There's no safer place for you than here with me.
I can't wait to see Josh Duhamel in that over the weekend. But in other news, Fergie has declared that she has a lovely baby bump. Fergie and her husband, Josh Duhamel, the star of Safe Haven, are expecting to have their first baby. The 37-year-old has certainly been looking a little bumpalicious lately, most recently at the Los Angeles premiere of Duhamel's new film, Safe Haven, on February 5th. An eyewitness at the after-party tells that Fergie was not drinking alcohol and instead sipping on cranberry juice mixed with Red Bull. People asked her if she was pregnant, and she played coy, laughing and switching topics. After 19-year-old singer Justin Bieber faced allegations of smoking marijuana and being involved in multiple car accidents early this year, he is slowly trying to rehabilitate his reputation as he starts the European portion of his Believe tour. Throughout his recent family vacation, Bieber was persistently Instagramming family pictures of himself and his mother, Patti Mele, and his younger siblings, Jasmine and Jackson. One picture illustrated Bieber holding Jackson with the caption, "Me and Spider-Man," as his little brother's wearing Spider-Man themed pajamas. It is now time for sports news with Matt.
This week in sports, Danica Patrick has made history before because of being a successful woman driver. However, Petrick reached another level this past weekend. She won the Daytona 500 pole on Sunday, February 17th. She is the first woman to reach the top spot for any race in NASCAR's premier circuit, making her the biggest career achievement. Danica commented that she was brought up to be the fastest driver, not the fastest girl. The Cleveland Indians have had a big off-season this year. It began with the signing of Terry Francona as the team's manager. Many players around the league have noticed this big move because Francona is a two-time World Series champion. This resulted in the biggest offseason that the Indians fans have ever seen. The team also signed outfielder Nick Swisher, Michael Bourne, Mary Reynolds, Drew Stubbs, and Scott Kazmir. The owners have decided to spend money. Let's see if this results in a winning team for the hungry fans. The Thiel College women's basketball top key players are Kelly Barzak and Kelly Muffley. Kelly Barzak was named PAC Player of the Week to close out the regular season. She has had high points every game, she works hard, and is a very positive role model on and off the court. She is very aggressive and helps in leading the team in the right direction. Kelly Muffley also is a team leader. She is second in the team scoring. She is very active on the court and hustles hard every game. Congratulations to both players. Reporters say the 55-year-old manager of the Pittsburgh Pirates, Clint Hurdle, will receive a one-year contract extension added to his initial 3-year agreement with an option for 2015. Hurdle is 151 and 173 in his first 2 seasons with the Pirates and was 16 games over 500 last August before a stunning collapse when the Pirates' pitching fizzled and their bats stunted. The extension hopes to take away a potential distraction for the team and a city eager to snap a miserable 20-game losing streak season. 4 Thiel wrestlers won PAC titles Friday night, but Waynesburg came away with the team championship for the 3rd time in 4 years. Senior Will Ranger and sophomore Jake Lowry each won their 2nd consecutive conference title of their careers, while sophomore Adam Matthews and freshman Jordan Powell won their first attempt. Lowry's win gave him his 2nd consecutive title in 2 different weight classes. He won 174 pounds last year and added at 197 this year, controlling both matches he wrestled Friday. Thiel will have a couple of days off, then they will compete in the Case Western Reserve Duels on February 23rd. The matches begin in the mid-afternoon. Thiel College freshman distance runner Mary Steinmetz recorded a lifetime best time and set a new school record in a 5,000-meter run Saturday during the Kent State Tune-Up, held at Kent State University. Steinmetz finished the 5,000-meter run Saturday in 19 minutes and 16 seconds, which was good enough for 21st place in the event. Steinmetz also set a new school record in the 1-mile run earlier this season, when she crossed the finish line in 5 minutes and 38 seconds for a 2nd place finish in the Dan Kinsey Invite, which was hosted by Oberlin College. Thiel's men's and women's track will return to action Thursday when they take part in the PAC Indoor Championships at Youngstown State University. Now let's take a look at the weather with Anna.
Thank you, Matt. I'm Anna with the weather, and as you can see, currently it's 34 degrees outside with a wind chill of 22. There is a little bit of snow accumulation, but just a little bit. As you can look at our national temperatures, you can see it's getting pretty cold up north here in Fargo, Minnesota, but luckily spring break's on its way, and it's still warm down in Florida for all of you who are traveling this spring break. If you look at our local radar, you can see we do have some snow coming, but it says little to no accumulation, so no worries about slipping on the roads. If you look at our high temperatures, they are in the higher 30s and low 40s for today. We have 44 here in Greenville and Meadville. If you look at our low temperatures for this evening, they're about 30 degrees in the low 30s. And if you look at our 7-day forecast, you can see that later this week, we're going to get a chance of snow this weekend, but it's going to be a little bit warmer.
I'm Amanda Bauer, and thank you for watching TCTV.